I'm going to conquer some Whitewater rapids. Or are they going to conquer me? Stay tuned to find out.
He asked me if I'd ever seen a road with so much dust and sand, and I said, listen, I've traveled every road in this here land. I've been everywhere, man. I've been everywhere, man. I've crossed the deserts bare, man. I breathe the mountain air, man. I've traveled, I've had my share, man. I've been everywhere. I've been to Reno, Chicago, Fargo.
Howdy, y'all. My name is Kristine. I was born with osteogenesis imperfecta, otherwise known as a brittle bone disease. But despite being in a wheelchair since I was 6, I've had a very active lifestyle. I enjoy getting out and having fun, and now I'm taking you with me. We're going to go to some great places, meet some really cool people, and rate the accessibility of our adventures. I'm really excited about this show, so sit back and buckle up because travel just got better. You're watching Rollin with Kristine.
I've been everywhere, man. I crossed the deserts bare, man. I breathe the mountain air, man. Traveled out, had my share, man. I've been everywhere. Been to Louisville, Nashville.
We're at Whitewater Express in Columbus, Georgia. Columbus is home to the world's largest urban whitewater rafting course. My trusty sidekick Don and I are excited about this adventure. Our first order of business is to meet our guide and learn the tricks and tips about safety and paddling techniques. After our safety briefing, we're off to the rapids. With Brantley at Whitewater Express, and he's going to tell us about our rapids.
That's right. So today we're going to be doing 2.5 miles of anywhere from Class 2 to Class 3 plus rapids. We're starting here out with our first rapid of the day, which will be Ambush, making our way down through Gooder and Grits and through Pemberton's, and got Wave Shaper, all kinds of a lot of good fun today. Big excitement, big water, and it's going to be big time. So, yeah, you excited?
I am scared. Yeah, a little nervous.
Don't worry about it.
I just think that with my light weight, I'm going to be the first one propelled out of the water.
You possibly will be, but don't you worry about that.
Great. Is that why we had to sign that paper?
That is. You gave away, you put me in your will and gave me everything, right?
That was great. Yeah, I did.
Okay.
Yeah,
all right.
Exactly.
Well, then we're good to go.
All right. Well, I'm excited.
As am I.
Let's rock and roll.
Ready to go?
I'm ready.
Let's do it.
Okay.
All right.
One last selfie with Dawn, just in case they need a recent photo to find the body. And we're loaded up in the boats. Final safety check, and we set sail. Our first rapid was Ambush. From a distance, it looked intimidating. But once we were in it, I realized it wasn't so bad. Columbus has some beautiful scenery, but let's not forget our neighbors to the west, Phoenix City, Alabama. Our safety guide, Jason, was never far away. As the trip progressed, I got less intimidated and way more comfortable, even though the rapids seemed to be getting bigger. The Nature Surf Rapid was really great. The boat just kind of sits in place and surfs while we're all getting drenched with water. I guess we stayed too long because a line started to form at this popular attraction. Our boat got an extra treat when we went to the lazy river. Brentley was an excellent guide. He was also very knowledgeable about the history of the Chattahoochee River. We were able to get out of our boat and just float while the water does all the work. After the float, but before continuing on, we had to do something very important. We had to put on war paint to please the gods of the Chattahoochee, or at least that's what Brentley told us. Of course, at the end of the float, I noticed that nobody else was wearing war paint. We also got some history lessons of some of the significant landmarks along the route, both from Columbus and Phoenix City. The last rapid, the Wave Shaper, was one of the biggest ones. I thought I was coming out of the boat for sure, but the gods of the Chattahoochee kept me safe. Good thing I had my war paint on. End of the trip, I survived, and we celebrated by doing a paddle high five. All in all, this trip was a success. On a scale of 1 to 5, with 5 being the easiest, I rate the accessibility of this trip a 4. With the exception of having to be lifted into the boat, everything else was smooth sailing. On a scale of 1 to 5, with 5 needing the most ability, I rate this trip a 3, because there is some upper and lower body strength needed. As always, check with your doctor or physician to ensure you have the ability to go on this trip. See you next time on Rollin' with Kristine.